Hey there, Sag. It's Jen here. So this is an October check-in, and I'm gonna do something a little bit different for these kind of mid-month check-ins. Actually, I'm kind of playing with a couple of ideas. I think definitely one is I'm going to do less strict interpretation of the cards, and I'm going to pick fewer cards and do more channeling. I've kind of hesitated to do that because I feel like it's hard to do it for just sort of a group of people versus one person, but that's what we're going to do. And then I was thinking of also picking a theme for each month, so having 12 readings throughout the year for each sign on a certain topic. And of course, there's love, career, finances. Those are kind of the big ones. But if you have any ideas on other ones, let me know, or if you like that idea, or if you don't. So at the bottom of the deck here is this gorgeous Ace of Swords. And I see it in this image on this Silver Witchcraft tarot deck. We have the moon on one side and the sun on the other. And it's bridging the gap between the more receptive energy of the moon and the more action-oriented energy of the sun. The emotions and the drive, I guess I would say. This is the sword is the thought, the mind. And I always like to think of the Ace of Swords as a time when you're able to really get to the very basic heart of the matter, the very basic, most important thing, the bottom line. And once you can use a sword to cut away all the excess, codependency, emotional attachment, all the backstory we fill in, whether it has anything to do with the current situation or not, that we just carry around with us. And we can get through people's emotions and say, okay, what really is the basic heart of this matter? What is going on? Is this person afraid? Am I afraid? Am I, it's usually some fear-based ego thing. What matters the most? What's the most important thing? And once you can really clear, so there might be a meditation you can find on YouTube to help with this, but once you can just get down to the most important fact, everything else usually it tends to fall in place. It tends to be like, well, okay, that's just what I have to do. I told the story before. I've worked in oncology for 17 years. I'm not in it anymore directly, but I would sit in these things called tumor board where everyone involved, it was usually once a week, involved in the care of a patient. So from surgeon, medical oncologist, nurses, social work, research, radiology, pathology, radiation oncology. I mean, any specialty or support service that could be involved with this patient, they all get together and discuss all the patients. And we haven't cured cancer yet, so there isn't always a clear-cut treatment plan. And they'll be going back and forth, and well, the evidence from this and this paper says this, and what's standard, and blah 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 blah, and almost and they come up with all these options, and sometimes they're like, oh, what's the best thing to do? And there have been these magic moments where one of the docs would say, you know what? If this was my wife, my brother, my child, my parent, this is what I would do. And I'm getting the chills. And just everything, and everyone's like, yep, Okay, that's what the first plan will offer them. I mean, the patient always has the options and they make the decision, but it's just this, what is like, it's that type of a moment where you will just really say, what is the most important thing? And then everything else will just fall into place. The Knight of Wands. Maybe you're crushing on someone. I have a Henry Cavill obsession at the moment. I don't think that's going away anytime soon. Um, it's, I mean, this could be anything. I remember the first time um, I learned I grew up doing this sport of dressage. It's an equestrian sport. And I remember the first time I felt like I got a taste of what dressage is, riding my Arab mare that my parents had as a child, and thinking in that moment, I just knew the feeling I got that this is what I wanted. And let me tell you, I ate, slept, and drank dressage until into college, and it's just, I don't know, that's a connection. It's something that has you so you're so passionate about, you're so fired up. This could be a new person you meet, that honeymoon period where you can't keep your hands off of each other. Um, it could be a new hobby, or so it can be an obsession, but it doesn't have to be unhealthy per se. Maybe you really start an exercise routine. Maybe you're having sex and you want to make sure you look good. So you're getting into working out, and you're just really sort of living and actively doing things, and not just passively being. Yeah. Um, you're passionate, you're fired up about something, you're inspired to do something. Maybe you're pursuing someone or someone's pursuing you. Sometimes this card, and I don't take it in a creepy way, I have one book that it always sticks out to me because I never think of the Ace of Swords being this way, because it's more of, the swords, air, thought. But it says you may receive an unsolicited kiss. I don't take it as someone you don't want kissing you is going to come up, um, but I could see, okay, like someone that you've been in the friend zone with forever. Um, one of you, one of you just has these moments where you're like, what the fuck am I doing? What the fuck am I waiting for? And someone kisses the other person, and then it's on. So that's one storyline I'm getting. All right, let's see what else we have. King of Cups. I can see for some of you meeting someone and having an emotional connection that you connect on some level that, whoops, I have my eyes closed and I didn't realize I'm going like this with the card. Okay, so I'm not sure how you would meet this person. I kind of see either like a gathering at a friend's house. Um, yeah, because I kind of see um, like in the corner of either an outside space or even an inside space, you two are are in a corner together, and you're just in like the most intense conversation, and for some reason you're vulnerable with this person, and you both confess things, and just connect on a level that even if you weren't necessarily at first attracted, like you didn't see this person and were like, oh, Henry Cavill. Speaking of Henry Cavill, he's so beautiful. Um, it was just, you didn't, whatever, for whatever reason, you didn't think of them in that way. But after this conversation, it's on. You guys, you just have this connection that you can't believe. Someone may, you or someone else, it can go either way, may express your love to someone, show your heart to someone, or, and even if it has nothing to do with romance, what I'm seeing now is you being vulnerable in some way. You confessing something, and it doesn't mean confessing you did something wrong, but sharing that you find something scary, or you get nervous about something, or you something that people think you're totally confident about. You're like, I'm not at all. And by in some way revealing your vulnerability, it really resonates. So in some way, you may really inspire people. You may be the inspiration. You may want to inspire people. You may have found a calling of some sort where you can help support other people. Some of you may want to become a counselor or start going to counseling, or doing some sort of metaphysical, spiritual, Reiki readings of some sort. You may want to write a book, strong book writing or blogging, or some vibe where you're communicating via writing about something you're passionate about. This could be anything. I know my former sister-in-law's mother wrote a whole book on knitting or something, like one of the best-selling knitting books or something. So, wow, Tower. Okay, Sag. This is, I think, for the people that are meeting this person, this is going to, you could be with someone, or if you were someone that's been alone for a long time, this may just sort of rock your world, because you were not expecting, again, to have this connection, to find this connection. Maybe you had resigned yourself, or just like, no, I'm happy alone. I don't want the complication. And in comes this passionate relationship that you just can't overlook. You may find a passion. Like I said, maybe you want to become a counselor, but maybe that's just you want to change your career. And people may think you may downsize, you may move to be able to afford to either go back to school or get the training or take a lower paying job because you've just found your calling, or you want to be able to. So in some way, you're going to blow, and this is in quotes, blow up part of your life, or it may seem to other people you're blowing up your whole life, because this new thing, this passion, something you're so excited about or inspired to do, you're going to make some changes in order to incorporate this into your life. And for other people, it's going to seem like, what are they doing? But for you, it's going to seem like, I finally found my way. I'm going home. I'm excited about getting up every morning because of this. And yeah, I just want to consume it. I just want to learn everything I can. And so you're just so inspired. It feeds your soul. You feel good about it. You feel satisfaction at the end of the day. Okay, Sag, so that's what I have for you. Let me know if you like this format. If you don't, let me know that too, nicely, because, my feelings get hurt. And happy October. Did I even go into what was going on? Did I remind you of the moons? I don't know if I did, so I'm just going to remind you. On October 16th, we have that new moon in Libra. And of course, we're in Libra in October anyway. October 14th, Mercury is retrograde. So just be aware of that. And then we have that blue moon, that second full moon on Halloween in the sign of Taurus. Oh, and also Venus moving into Libra on October 28th. So I see that the connection, being connected to something really strongly, whether it's something or a person. And it's something that's going to stick, though, because of that Taurus energy. It's really going to stick and moving forward. So this month is there's going to be a catalyst, an incident, a aha moment that sparks something, a new direction in your life. Okay, bye.